live here, waiting for the software to load. But I think I'm live. But just in case I'm not, we'll try that. Well, that one says I've been live for 1 minute. What does the other one say? Well, that says I'm live as well. Most certainly am live. Well, that says I'm live as well. All right. Okay. Anyways, now that I've got the software figured out, partially for today, I'm going to do today's faction event. Why am I streaming it? I don't know. I don't have anything else to do. And maybe somebody will have fun listening to me be an idiot and watch me being an idiot. Because I'm going to run a team that's probably not a normal type team that someone smart would run who wants to get this done. Anyways, I'm going to use my 3 niche metals because, of course, it's a faction event and I want to get it done quick. So I'm going to do true damage as usual. And the yellow-blue don't always go together so well because there's not a great mana gen. I mean, you have empowered converters, of course, but you can't always guarantee that you're going to get alignment off the start for a format or anything like that. And I'm just going to buy the first 2 tiers to make it even faster. It's 90 gems. If I can't afford 90 gems out of almost 15,000, what's the point of having them? So, off we go. This is what I'm working on right now. No, that's what I finished Frostfire Keep with. Okay. See, I don't even know. I'm working on Sea of Sorrow right now. I'm at like 410. So anyways, I'm going to put a worthless weapon up front. Or mostly worthless. Mountain Crusher in case I do get it filled. Anytime I get a chance to use yellow, I love Weaver. And with those 3 niche metals, doing pretty good true damage. And I think we're going to go Tesla. Because Tesla does not have any colors that conflict with anything above it. And I'm really looking for purple or green for an empowered converter. Yeah, or I could go King Avalorn, but he does regular damage. But he also gets Arachnean Weaver to a 50% start, because that's an elf monster. But I think I'm going to try Lamash too. And I'm not going to go with Titan. Titan's no fun. Well, Titan's very fun, actually. I need to work on Stormcaller anyways. So I'm going to go with Stormcaller. And I'm looking for red-purple. Blue-purple. But I don't want to take away yellow. That takes away green. Purple-red. That takes away brown. But I'm not really planning on using Mountain Crusher, because it does not get a 50% mana start. I'm basically hoping to get this filled off of the explosion that starts the match, or real close to it. If not, use my empowered converter, kill the bottom two troops, refill mana on Weaver, or fill Tesla. At least that's my hope. I guess we're going to find out. I almost think that I should be doing yellow-blue or yellow-red. Red-yellow's right there. Let's see what yellow-red. Might as well take advantage of Stormcaller. That takes away green. Okay, get on with it, Rowdy. Anyways, did I say, welcome everyone? It's Rowdy. Thanks for watching. I don't remember. Anyway, let's try this and see how it goes. I have absolutely no clue, but what the heck? Yellow, purple. Oh boy, I can get a 3-match off that. Or we just do it this way. Or Tesla can get filled first. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday, doing their faction event. Isn't it wonderful how that world event's working out? Boy, did that ramp up quickly in HP. I mean, there were fights on the team I was using that by the end of the day I bought through the weapon level. And I was already having to cast King Mikhail. And that was after using Golden Cog on Guard's Avatar. I'm like, wow, that HP sure did ramp up quickly. I think probably by tomorrow or Thursday, probably going to be having to cast Golden Cog twice on Guard's Avatar, which that just ramped up too quick. I don't know why the devs did it that way, but yeah, maybe to get people to buy more level 7s with gems, but I don't know. I suppose it's none of my business. Okay, so far this is working out pretty well. I'm not even needing Lamash 2 yet. Of course, it's pretty early. I just wanted to go fast. Fast and easy. So let's see, with that all put together, Arachnean Weaver's only doing 61? Because I know I've got the Horde at level 100. I might have been doing a delve last week or the week before that I had up to Kingdom 14, and that's why it was doing so much damage. Well, it doesn't matter. And plus, everyone, if you have your event finished, the campaign finished for the week, and you collected your artifact rewards, you now have +2 magic and +10 life. Hey, +2 magic. Nothing to complain about. But I'll be honest with you, I spent 50 gems just to skip the arena. I used to love arena, but it's not quite so fun anymore, and I didn't feel like having to do 6 fights to get 3 stars or whatever it was. So I babied out. Well, so far this is working quite nicely. And I didn't put out any message or any notice that I was going to go live. So I would not be surprised if almost nobody shows up, or maybe nobody. That's okay. Maybe somebody will watch this later and go, wow, that's not the team I would have run. And I'd be like, I understand. I was thinking, well, it's blue-yellow. So blue, I can go Forest Troll, double King Gob Truffle, even though I do not like that team. To me, it's just not that fun, just to loop, 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 loop. Oh, do I have enough of these colors? See, I want to blow up the board like that. I thought, well, how can I do this? Because I originally thought, well, normally when I run it with Orb Weaver and Arachnean Weaver, I would put Reflection of Good up front. Because with Orb Weaver, you can fill both of those pretty darn quickly. I thought, nah, I need to work on Storm Chaser, and the yellow Storm will fill up our good friend Arachnean Weaver. But then, you know what? Yeah, let's just cast it. And I lost my train of thought. Well, that train has sailed. What, you haven't seen a train with sails on it? I have. Remember, I was born in the 60s, dudes. And ladies. Alright. Lamash 2? Absolutely no. And that's my big reason why I don't use empowered converters very often. It seems like I have trouble either finding 4 or 5 matches or actually getting them. I don't know which. So my thinking is, since I have such trouble with empowered converters like Taipan, Malcandessa, Lamash 2, that's why my go-to normally is Leprechaun. That's one of my favorite troops in any team if I can use it. I don't care if I give away skull matches or something like that after I use them. I want my mana up quick. And the board does explode. So let's see, I'm looking for yellow to purple. Oh look, my empowered converter can't help me here. And I love it when a weaver fills itself back up. Well, isn't that considered looping? Yeah, but it's done with an explosion. I like big, flashy, shiny things. I'm like a little, like a cat. My, oh, I'm already on the second fight? Okay. I don't even remember doing the first one. Well, that's because everybody's keeping me company here. I like that. Thank you for keeping me company if somebody's watching. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. So yeah, that is the weird team I'm running, and I'm not using Mountain Crusher. And I think I've used Lamash 2 one time. Oh, wow. It's actually useful this time. That's nice as well. Now, if I was my cat and I saw those explosions on the screen, I'd be like, ooh, shiny. That's better than the string you play with me with. I'm gonna say this team's working better than I thought, so. So I did finish all my sigils for the world event again today. I gotta say, I am not appreciating it. The team, yes. The HP, no. Because I think I'm up to level... Oh, what is that? The Kurandara, Shade of Kurandara fight, whatever it is. The top one. I think I'm up to level 250 on that, and they're like over 500 HP and armor combined. A little bit ridiculous. So, yellow, purple, yellow, purple. I can get a little bit out of it. Okay. No thanks, I'll just take green. And yellow. Do I have yellow purple? Absolutely not. But thank you for refilling, and thank you for recycling as well. Everybody that recycles, thank you. I do my best. Unfortunately, I kind of know a little bit of the truth about recycling, and you know, they tell you, well, put your cardboard in the recycle bin. But if it's a pizza box and there's cheese stuck to it or something like that, they're just going to throw it away. And it's like, I'm trying. Yellow, purple. Yeah, just a little bit. So, this morning, I can't tell you what time, you know, just for the fact that absolutely nobody who watches this knows who I am or where I live. And that's why I'm being, you know, facetious about that. I went to physical therapy, and every time I go in there, they're like, well, have you had a COVID test? Do you know anybody that, have you been around anybody that has had one or is suspected of having COVID? And I'm always like, no. And they say, well, have you had a fever, sore throat, blah, 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 blah. And I told them, well, you know, based upon when I was born, I got a little bit of a fever right now. They go, oh, you've got a fever? And I go, yes, yes. You know, I've got a little bit of disco fever. And they go, what's disco fever? And I go, I was listening to some Bee Gees earlier today, and all of this is completely untrue, except for the physical therapy part. I did not listen to any Bee Gees today. I don't have disco fever. I never much cared for disco in the 70s. But I thought that it would be a good way to kill 30 seconds of dead air, and I'm paying absolutely no attention to what's going on screen here. But I guess I'm still winning, so I guess that's all that matters. And since nobody is probably going to watch this anyways, I can say that even though I... No, that's a bad joke and I can't go there. You never make a joke about the Kennedys. Even if it was 60 years ago. It's still too soon. Oh, it's my good friend Lamias. However they're pronounced as. So, do I have purple yellow? Absolutely not. Wow, I'm using Mountain Crusher. I'm using my Tesla. So, what else is in the news today? And by news, I just mean in general, not specific news. Oh, I think I've mentioned this before, but Beavis and Butthead are coming back, but not to MTV. I believe it's Comedy Central? I think for 2 years. They've got a 2-year contract with Mike Judge, and it's going to be part of the Adult Swim. I think that's Comedy Central. I don't have cable, so I don't know. I just saw it on online somewhere. And that's all I know. Do I know anything else that's interesting? Uh, no. I know you're not supposed to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I think that's one of those idioms I haven't brought up before. But that one I've actually heard the story of where it came from. On farms, they would, when they did bath night, they would only fill the tub one time. And if I'm wrong about this, then please correct me. But the man who worked the farm would go first, and then the male children who worked the farm, and then the mother, and then any daughters who worked the farm, and then anybody of an age who did not work the farm would go last. And usually by the last person, I would bet that that bathtub's pretty nasty and grimy. And you put a baby in there, and you probably wouldn't see it very well. And I believe that's where the phrase "don't throw the baby out with the bathwater" came from. Because you wouldn't be able to see the baby in there because of all the dirt. English idioms are just so fun because they make absolutely no sense. Well, that one kind of does. And I did hear a rumor that is completely untrue from the devs of Gems of War, and let me state again, this is completely untrue. But to further slow down farming, they're going to, after every match you win, have 10 seconds of applause. And they said, well, this will slow people down from gold farming. And as I stated before, that's completely untrue. I made it up. And since nobody's probably listening, and nobody's ever going to watch this, I can say that. And if somebody is watching, I covered my bases. I said it's not true. Poor Tesla doesn't have enough HP to kill all those. Might have enough HP to kill those. There we go. So, what other spoilers can I make up that are completely untrue? Nah, I don't want to do that. Eventually, I'll get myself in trouble. So, what was I talking about earlier? Oh yeah, I was mentioning how nobody knows who I am, nobody knows where I live, but I can't say what time I went somewhere this morning. And of course, I was being, facetious when I went to physical therapy. And I gotta go again tomorrow, and I gotta go Thursday. So, anybody, if they can find out who I am and where I live in the next 2 days, you can come rob my house while I'm gone in the morning. And my kitty cat probably will not attack you. She'll probably just come up to you and purr and say, "Hey, robber, go ahead, feed me." Lamage 2 is really not working out for an empowered converter. Boy, it sure seems to work nicely on all those life and death teams I fight, though. But when it comes to me actually using it, how much damage can you do? I think you got enough. Must be an AI thing. It works for the AI, but it doesn't work for me when I use it. But I will be home all day Friday, so don't stop by on Friday and, want to rob me. That would not be a good idea for any of us. Because there's probably a 40% chance I will be hungover. From drinking too much apple juice or something like that. Gems of War. Oh, am I playing Gems of War? Because I'm paying no attention nor talking about it. Because there's not really much in the way of tactics to speak of right at the moment. It's called Fill Up Your Troops, Kill the Enemy Troops. I can't believe that didn't do it. So today when I was at physical therapy, I was talking to my therapist about college tuition. Because he goes, "Yeah, we just bought our first house 2 weeks ago." And he goes, "Well, it's a 20-year-old house, but it's pretty nice." I'm thinking, okay, it's a cookie cutter house, most likely. Thrown together with, chewing gum and spit, like most new houses. But that's getting off the point here. And he said, "Oh, I've got a 2-year-old and like a 2-month-old or something like that." And he told me when he was getting his master's, his tuition was $40,000 a year. I graduated college in 1992. Uh-oh, I let something slip. Hardly anybody graduated college in 1992, so everyone's going to know who I am. I'm kidding, of course. And And I remember I graduated from a state school, and I had to take out loans for that. It was just for a bachelor's, not a master's. And I think my tuition, my last year there was like $4,500 a year. Maybe 5,000. That's a little bit different. And I believe the year after I graduated, the state school that I went to is when they started building all those fancy buildings that serve no purpose, just to put somebody's name on them to justify their increased cost for tuition. You know, and there's a junior college in where I live as well, and I went there until I ended up going to the state school. It was just a 2-year college, and they have built so many of those expensive luxury buildings that really don't serve a purpose, just to put people's names on them. And I've looked on my tax bill, and I've looked online to see what tuition is, and it's just absolutely outrageous. You know, you go to school to learn, not to sit in a fancy building that has some old CEO's name on it. So anyways, I'm just babbling here, because there's not really much to talk about with the game at the moment. But I do love the explosions. Ah, my good friends again. That's about all I can say. So, let's see. Did we speak of anything else that would anybody might find interesting? Boy, that's a hard question. I don't believe so. I have not left the house other than this morning since last Friday when I had to go for therapy again. But now I gotta go 2 more days in a row. Ay. I gotta say, that was a wicked little laugh there, Valraven. It's not gonna save you. Gotta say, this team is working much better than I thought. Oh, you have more HP than I can do damage. Well, we'll just have to wait for our friend Tesla to get filled, so we can get our mana refilled after that. Well, that didn't work. How about Lamash 2? That's better. So if anybody's watching and they're signed in, don't be afraid to type something in chat and say hi. And if nobody's watching, you can think good thoughts. That's about all I can ask for. Yes, you can take the skulls. Yeah, I got you there. 117 and 8 is 125. Not enough. So on another side note, ooh, how long has it been? Lots of people are familiar with the Wheel of Time books from Robert Jordan, who passed away in 2007 and had Brandon Sanderson finish the last 3 books for him. I have been rereading the series. I have not. I never made it past book 9 the first couple times I read it, just because it got so. Oh my goodness. So I finally made it through book 11 last night. And now I've just started book 12, which was the first book after Sanderson took over. And you can just tell night and day about the writing styles, because I don't have to I don't have to read about what every single person in the entire universe of the Wheel of Time is actually wearing at that moment. Perhaps that's being a little harsh of me for somebody who has passed away, but from what I heard, these last 3 books pick up quite a bit. And I gotta say, I'm looking forward to it. It's probably been 6 months since I started again. Oh yeah, you've got skull reduction, so you can take your skull. That's fine. So yeah, I have 3 more books. Oh boy. Probably 2,800 pages to read. So we're probably looking at another couple months and I'll be finished. Then I gotta figure out what I want to read next. I'm mostly sci-fi fantasy or zombie horror. Yes, that's a genre. Zombie horror. Some of them are actually really good if they're not written by newbies. Yes, I can do that. Oh, I'm trying to think of the name of that author who he wrote like a 10 or 11 book series. Yeah, you can take the skull. That's fine. But the life of me, I can't remember the name of the series or the author. And I got 5 books into that, and then it just jumped around so much, but it was actually very interesting reading. I know one of the books was called The Dead House Gates. And I've got them all. I'm going to have to, since I'm finishing up a 14 book series, maybe I can manage an 10 or 11 book series. It'll probably take me a year. I kind of plan on living that long. No guarantees, but... Boy, I would love to know if anybody else ever has success with Lamash too. Or if it really is just the AI. Crew Arg? Why would you do that? That wasn't very nice. My goodness. You're lucky I got a web spinner out of that. Actually, that was kind of funny. I can't say I didn't deserve it. I knew that he devoured people, but I didn't... what is it, 20%? Oh, it's 5% on skull damage. Alrighty then. Well, if I had a TikTok, which I don't, that would be a good clip for it. I missed a 4 match. I don't care. Okay. Oh, I'm almost done with this delve anyway, so it's not a big deal. So I suppose, let's see, we could talk about movies. Everybody likes to talk about movies. Except my stories just contain sadness about movies. So we'll jump into that. Because, hey, why not? I don't want to talk about Gems of War. That's what the, you know, the pre-made videos are for. The streaming is for, you know, just going blah, 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 blah about random stuff that, well, nobody cares about. So the last new movie that I saw, I didn't even see it in theaters, of course. I saw it at home. Was the... What was the next to last Avengers movie? It was the second one in the final trilogy. Because I believe Endgame was the last one. It wasn't Endgame. Good golly, I can't even remember. What am I doing here? Exactly what do you do? 48 tall enemies, poison, create green. Oh, okay. I haven't used Web Spinner in quite a while. So, anyways, that was the last movie I've seen that I hadn't seen before. And I never did end up watching Avengers Endgame. I assume that's, out on streaming services now or something like that. I heard it was very good. Are we going to finish with 80? I don't know. So that's something that I need to hop on. But as far as seeing a movie in a theater, now there's another question. If there were people in chat, I would say, take a guess what year it was that I last went to a movie theater, and what movie was it? Once they'd guess the year wrong, I would say, no, but it was this year. Not this year, 2020. It was year blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to give that away until I hear a guess. I'm going to need to do that, otherwise Weaver can't kill. No yellow purple. Well, I guess that's that darn blue. You know what? Let's cast that. It's been a long time. And if anybody ends up watching this, once it goes up after the live stream is done and wants to make a guess in the comments, that's fine as well. Of course, if somebody's watching this, not during the live stream, and they're still watching, then I'm either doing something right or something really wrong. Let's see. But I'll give a hint. It was in the 2000s. So it was before 2010. So that gives a 10-year window to guess. I don't want to fight those. Do not need my order moved, or possibly being engulfed or devoured. However it needs to be put. Oh, you thought you could attack me with my own troops. How'd that work out for you? Not very well. Oh, there's my buddy Kruarg the Dread again. Well, let's just make sure we leave some skulls hanging around, see if we can get another 5%er. I'm all for it. Alright, this one's not being as jolly. Well, anyways, dude, you already clicked on that. I've been having fun just pulling stuff out of my head to talk about. I'll give up free skulls once in a while. Not all the time. Okay, at least I get explosions now. No, don't click that. That's that bad man fight. Bad man's gonna get you. You think he's hiding in the closet. He's not. He's hiding under your bed right now. Except I'm not in my bedroom, so if he's in there, he's gotta be bored and wondering why there's so much dust under my bed. So let the bad man have some fun. Well, at least I've gotten some good gold today. And I've done enough talking for about a normal week for me. But knowing me, I'll probably do a... Let's see, it's Gnome Weekend. You can have that skull, that's fine. I don't think it's too exciting watching anybody live stream. Oh, let's hunt some gnomes. No. I get too bored doing it by myself. You know, hunting gnomes. I don't need the rewards anymore. Maybe I'll pop on later in this week and just do some PvP or something. How'd we do? I'm gonna have to do about 2 fights. Yellow, purple? No. So when did I live stream last? Oh boy. Last Friday when I was doing the bounty event. Now I was talking about if somebody in chat wanted to come over and mow my lawn. Yeah, nobody did. And I still haven't called anybody to come do it. You know, I like to keep the people up to date on things like that. Oh, how many more of these do I have to do to finish? We'll check right after this one. I don't care about the final rewards. You know, as far as finishing level 90. Not a big deal. Even though, I don't know if I ever did level 100 pure faction when I went through this stealth. Big old scary dragon man. Oh boy. Okay. Let's get all this done. Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Yes, Rowdy, we're done. Alright, crossing my fingers. 2 orbs of growth. Oh. Of course I didn't want an orb of growth. I don't even need an orb of ascension. But anyways, it was nice to get. Let me see before I stop. Come on, money, money. Wow, that was a pretty bad one. Frostfire Keep should be up here. Yes, I did do Purifaction on 110. Okay. Oh, boy. That 500 is going to be tough. So anyways, I got the event finished. And I talked and talked and didn't talk for a while and talked. If anybody watched, hey, thanks very much. I do appreciate it. And if you had any fun, throw me a like. Anyways, I will catch you later in the week. Probably do another live stream of something.